So you run from the cops now. How about a hellfire up your six? WikiLeaks founder has massacre video. Oh, you made fun of us a year ago when we reported that they are training with Homeland Security to use Predator drones on the American people. Remember 7 years ago they had a Fox News piece about hover drones that look like flying saucers, but they have a fan in them. It's a hovercraft that has face scanning cameras, just like the license plate reads you now on most toll roads. No tracker chip needed now, just like we told you. Now it's happening. Again, we just read the government documents that it'll fly up and face scan you, and it's going to have lethal and less lethal. It's going to have microwave cannon, sound cannon, and missiles and shotgun. And so just a hover drone kills you. It's all your tax money. Yes, the balance of power is gone. The founders said we needed guns for the balance of power against the central government. Well, no. They're now going to be mounted with nerve gas for you and your family. You think the government's arrogant now, sucking trillions a month out of you, globally trillions a week? Oh, no, they've just gotten started. WikiLeaks founder has massacre video. And I was driving home yesterday. I took the family fishing for a few days, a little time off. It was good to take some time off, be more reflective, get my bearings, my moorings, a little more tightly dialed in. And I heard Fox News on my XM announcing that basically the founder of WikiLeaks is some type of terrorist, and he's being hunted by the Pentagon. And yes, he's a runner. And they've arrested the officer who released all these videos. Of course, Daniel Ellsberg of the Pentagon Papers, admittedly, he was on MSNBC last week and said that there was a hit team dispatched to kill him at the time or incapacitate him, and that a hit team's out for the founder of WikiLeaks because he's got all these videos. And see, you're not meant to see them shooting little kids in a van and then laughing about it. You're not meant to see whole families killed, because this is all planned for you, and it's meant to be disconnected. You're not meant to see that. WikiLeaks founder has massacre video. This is up on prisonplanet.com, Infowars.com. After several days underground, the founder of the secretive website WikiLeaks has gone public to disclose that he is preparing to release a classified Pentagon video of a U.S. airstrike in Afghanistan last year that has left as many as 140 civilians dead, most of them children and teenagers. In an email obtained by the Daily Beast that was sent to WikiLeaks supporters in the United States Tuesday, Julian Assange, the website's Australian-born founder, also defends a 22-year-old Army intelligence specialist who is now under arrest in Kuwait on charges that he leaked classified combat videos as well as 260,000 State Department cables to WikiLeaks. American officials said they are eager to determine the whereabouts of Assange, who canceled an appearance last Friday in Vegas to discourage him from releasing any more classified information on his website, which is normally based in Sweden and promotes itself as a global resource for whistleblowers. As recently as 2 weeks ago, Assange, who first gained global notoriety as a computer hacker, was in his native Australia. In April, his website posted a copy of a classified Pentagon video of a 2007 American helicopter attack in Baghdad in which a dozen people were killed, including Reuters reporters. And see, the message is you don't release Homeland Security reports saying that Homeland Security is really for gun owners, veterans, conservatives, libertarians, because those are, while they're still cops and military, we've got to sick them on the American people. It's only after we're done using them that they're the enemy. Of course, when we get law enforcement documents, we confirm they're real, and then we erase the person's phone number and their email. Oh, we erase it. We don't even want it. And, of course, the cops and people that send us material, there's an understanding that they're not going to talk either. The problem is with this Army intelligence officer is he did flap his mouth. It doesn't matter if this stuff wasn't illegal in the past and what you did was a great job. Doesn't matter, Bubba. Learn to keep your mouths shut. If you watch the movie Charlie Wilson's war about the congressman, it's a total fabrication. It's absolute lie. Of course, it's been declassified 2 years ago. Zbigniew Brzezinski also published a book the same year bragging that in 1979, the CIA created the Mujahideen and Al-Qaeda and had them start attacking the bordering nations north of Afghanistan, the belly of the USSR. And then the Russians responded and came in, and they were tyrants as well. People always think of this side's good and that side's bad. No. How about both sides are completely evil? Because both sides say, well, we've got to be more evil than the other side. We've got to engage in every dirty trick out there to beat the evil for the greater good. And then you've compromised and it's all over. That's how the road to hell is paved. Is compromise. And the reason I digress off into that is, well, it doesn't even matter. I was just going to go off into a whole story about Charlie Wilson's war and how in the movie with Tom Hanks, they show him by the mid-'80s funding it and that he was the guy behind it. Just total baloney. Total fraud. And that the CIA didn't want to be involved and had to be shown by one little group of analysts. It's just all lies. On record, it's all lies. I mean, Brzezinski's written a whole book about bragging about how they started the war with the Soviets. But the reason I bring that up is in the film, it shows the Russians coming in with their Hind helicopters and their floggers and their other armored helicopters and just blasting whole villages of people and killing whole groups of children and chasing men, women, and children down, murdering them indiscriminately. And I'll never forget the Ithaca Journal, about a year into the war, that was interviewing members of the troops. One of them was even named Bruckheimer. Remember, it became a national issue. And they said, yeah, we go into villages and we line the men, women, and children up and we kill every one of them. And I don't like killing babies, but we have to. So we even kill babies. And the Pentagon came out on Fox News and said, well, to be clear, we only kill the babies in certain villages. That was their clarification. And so you watch that movie about Charlie Wilson's war and, oh, the Russians are the bad guys. They fly in and bomb weddings. And then meanwhile, it's admitted that the CIA particularly likes to target weddings to kill a whole bunch of high-value targets at one time, and they just call it collateral damage. But see, it's good when we do it. It's doublethink. But bad when the Russians did it. And it's bad when a local person gets pulled over with one balloon of heroin or one dose of it. The average good old boy says, good, put them in prison for 10 years so you can pay for them while they're in prison. And so they can work for 15, 20 cents an hour, displacing your job while they're in the private prison, owned, in most cases, by banks laundering drug money. Yeah, that's how this works. But then when the government admits they're growing the opium in Afghanistan, you just go, I don't hear it. I don't hear it. Stick your fingers in your ears and just say, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. This is how the world really works, and I'm tired of it. Of course we have a lawless, ruthless criminal government. They grow opium. They kill innocent people. And if you think they care 1 red cent more about you than they care about some Afghan villager, I got a bridge I want to sell you. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona, and from my front porch, you can see the sea. And if you'll buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free. I think George Strait says it best. Back in 70 seconds with tons of other key news. Stay with us.